Thank you, Commissioners. This item had been postponed a couple of times, and so I'm really pleased that we could bring it forward now. In January of last year, Hillsborough County Animal Services responded to citizen reports about a large group of dogs living on a rural tract in Waimama. Investigators determined that a couple of pooches had now multiplied into dozens. They were living wild and fending for themselves. The dogs were Basenjis, a breed often called the African barkless hound, and they could be seen winging through the open fields like gazelles across the plain. And indeed they do, because I have a Basenji. Basenjis are unique, often said to be a combination of both dog and cat for their agility and intelligence. They are classic escape artists, known to open doors, gates, and scale heights. While beautiful, the dogs can be challenging. At the compound in rural Waimama, the Basenjis moved in packs and avoided people. The elements were severe and the entire Bay Area was under a hard freeze. Animal Services obtained a search warrant and moved in for a rescue confiscation. Wind and rain made chilly conditions harsh as the team methodically and delicately isolated the adult dogs first, even using tranquilizer guns for some. They searched mounds of terrain and debris for other dogs to uncover juveniles and newborn pups alike. By dinner time, 33 Basenji dogs were headed to the warm shelter for food, water, and care. Veterinarians documented and treated conditions, and the media came as well. But the dogs began to show new signs of distress due to this new environment and the stressful confines of the shelter. Enter Basenji Rescue and Transport, or B.R.A.T. This knowledgeable and passionate breed of rescue groups arrived to rehabilitate the dogs from the shelter to foster homes and eventually to adoption. B.R.A.T. accompanied Animal Services with the media in outreach and education, and even in the courtroom to help fight for custody and justice for these defenseless animals. Basenji Rescue and Transport has sent one of their finest here today, and for a period of many months, her home became a large nursery and rehabilitation center for what became known worldwide to breed enthusiasts as the Waimama dogs. You see, an additional 20 pups were born from the original 33 that were seized by Hillsborough County during that January freeze. The pups required midnight feedings, and their mothers needed tender, loving care. Without the expert assistance of B.R.A.T., this positive outcome would not have been possible. And yet, amazingly, Pam Hamilton of B.R.A.T. is here to recognize her kindred spirits at Hillsborough County Animal Services for the community rescue effort. So at this time, I'll ask Pam Hamilton to step up to the podium.
Good morning. Thank you for the opportunity to recognize the wonderful staff I've had the opportunity to work with at Hillsborough. We've had lots of other opportunities to work with other services, animal services in other locations throughout the country. Hillsborough has really set a new standard for me. Other shelters would have simply euthanized the dogs, and many have, many will do it again in the future. And they're not participating in the cause of humane welfare for the animals. This is a significant reason for the existence of breed rescues, not just Basenji rescue, but many other breeds as well. And we're here to help out our particular breed. I really do hope that many other facilities will follow the example set by Hillsborough Animal Services. If other agencies do follow this example that's been set, the formation, public nuisance, and expenses of packs like the Waimama pack could be reduced or avoided altogether. The people of Hillsborough are indeed fortunate to employ the talents and dedication of their animal services, because failure to respond to situations such as this one only poses a greater public safety risk and a higher expense to the citizens as a result at some later time. The expeditious and well-organized administrative functions conducted by Hillsborough staff has reduced the volunteer time required to help the dogs, allowing us volunteers more time to be productive in other areas of our communities and businesses. Yes, most everybody has another job. So, one other little bit of information that I would like to share with you about the result of the way Hillsborough has handled this so well is that this has, as you already have heard, caught the attention worldwide. People in Australia and Europe, all over, know about the Waimama dogs. There are many articles that have appeared in journals, Basenji journals, again, as far away as Australia. We've had many people coming to the county and visiting the county because of the Waimama dogs. So this has become kind of a tourist attraction for the area and has put a lot of good PR out for the Tampa Bay area. And as a result of this, we are also able, in addition to be able to presenting this plaque to Hillsborough County Animal Services, we also are donating another check, following a check that we have previously donated, another $500 in addition to the $2,000 that B.R.A.T has been able to give to the Animal Services in recognition of their wonderful efforts. And this has had contributions from people all over the United States, North America, and the world. So thank you very much.
Well, I want to say thank you to Pam and B.R.A.T. and acknowledge the fact that I believe we've got a staff, like she says. It's a great staff, contributes to the community's well-being, public safety. And the other day, we were talking about the department. Dennis McCullough coined a new term that says we're no longer just a county department, we're a community department. And I think this speaks well to that we've integrated with the community, the humane community, and we were able to do things we could never do without people like Pam and her group. So we thank you very much for the contributions. It'll help future dogs, and thank you.
Commissioner Beckner, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And Pam, thank you so much for the work that you have done on behalf of those animals in our county. And Bill, we continue to praise the work that you do. You made it through some tough budget time. You've always thought out of the box, but never took your mind or focus off the goal of helping place some of those animals that come into your shelter and making sure that they get the best care. Have all of those animals been adopted out, Pam?
There are just a handful of them that are still not adopted out,
Okay.
of the adults, and that started out of about 55, so
About at 55, so there's how many left then?
about 5.
Okay, I'll just put out a reminder that the last time that I believe the Humane Society brought an animal here, our county administrator ended up adopting one. So I am certain that if you bring all 5 of those in, our county administrator might be willing to give 5 more a very nice home. Is that true, Mr. Merrill?
There's always room for 5 more. Yes.
We'll come do a home visit.
Thank you again for all your work.
It was my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.